Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Notion Hub, and in this video I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your OPPO F11. By the way guys, I'll be making a dedicated video where I'll be showing you all the features offered by this phone, so definitely check that out. Link will be in the description. Now with that said, next I'll show you how you can enable the new navigation bar. So this is the current navigation bar that we have been seeing with all the previous OPPO phones. So if you want to check out the new navigation bar, you need to go to settings, then select convenient aid, then select navigation keys. Then select the third toggle or the fourth toggle. I prefer this layout, so I'll select the third toggle. Now in the new navigation bar, there are just two buttons, back and home button. There is no recent apps button. Back button works like a normal back button, and the home button also works like a regular home button. But for recent apps, you can do a swipe up gesture like that, and it'll take you to the recent apps. Now let's go back. Let's do it again, and there we go. Now this empty space over here can be used in another way. If you want to quickly switch between applications, you can pull the home button left side in this way to switch between applications. Personally, I like this method to switch between applications instead of going to the recent apps page and searching for any application. Now with that said, you might wonder how to use split screen mode. So to do that, you need to first go to the recent apps page, then click this button over here, then select split screen. Now this application is not supported. Let's try it for calculator, split screen, and that application will open in the top window, and you can select the secondary application from here. Or else you can go to the home screen and then select the secondary application from the list over here. That's your app drawer. Next I'll show you swipe up gestures. So to enable that, once again go to settings, convenience aid, navigation keys, and select swipe up gestures. Once you do that, the navigation bar is completely hidden, and now you get a much more immersive experience as well. And these are all the different swipe up gestures we have. The first one is the best gestures out there. Now you can swipe from the right side to go back, or you can also swipe from the left side to go back, and then you can swipe from the center to go home. Swipe and hold for recent apps. Now if you're using these gestures, you might wonder how to trigger Google Assistant or how to do a quick Google search. So to fix that, we have a nice little shortcut. To enable that, once again go to convenient aid and enable this toggle over here. Now once you do that, you can press and hold the power button like half a second to trigger Google Assistant. How is the weather?
Right now in Hyderabad it's 103 and mostly sunny.
There you go.
Today it'll be
Now if you press and hold this button for like 3 seconds, then you'll get the power button, or you'll get the power options. There you go. So this is something I will definitely recommend you to do, and even if you're using the navigation bar, using Google Assistant with the power button is very intuitive. Now going on next, I'll show you some screen off gestures. So to enable them, once again go to convenience aid, then select gestures and motion, and now select screen off gestures. Just enable this toggle, and these are all the different gestures we have. First we have double tap to wake. Just enable it, and when your phone is turned off or when your phone is sleeping, you can double tap the screen to wake it up. Now this usually doesn't work with face unlock. On other phones it does, but on this phone it doesn't. So if you want to use face unlock feature along with double tap to wake feature, you need to first wake it up and then swipe up the lock screen. Face unlock works now. Next we have another gesture where we can draw a no to open the camera application. Now once again, when the phone is turned off or in the lock screen, you can draw O to open the camera application. There you go. This is a really nice shortcut. Next we have draw V to turn on the flashlight. Just enable that, and when the display is off, you can draw V gesture to turn on the flash. And to turn it off, press the power button. Next we also have music controls where we can draw less than, greater than symbols, or you can draw 2 lines to play or pause. Next I'll show you a nice shortcut to use split screen mode. I've already shown you how to use that, but normally you have to do this. You have to go to the recent apps page, click this button over here, and click split screen mode to use another application or to use applications in split screen mode. It works, but it is kinda slow, so let me just show you another easy way. For that, go to settings and select app split screen. Now enable this toggle. Swipe up with 3 fingers, and once you're done, you can swipe up using 3 fingers to open the current application in the split screen mode. Just do that, and there we go. Let's try it again. So this is another application. I can just swipe up using 3 fingers, and it opens the application in a split screen mode. Next I'll show you a pretty unique feature called Smart Bar, which is available only in the OPPO and Realme phones. Now when you're using your phone in portrait mode, you will see a small indicator for the Smart Bar. Now you can swipe over here like this to bring up the Smart Bar. These are some quick applications where you can open the application in a floating window over here, where we can easily share images or other files. Next we have a quick shortcut for the camera application as well. Next we have quick actions like taking a screenshot, recording the screen, and we can also block banner notifications from here. This is something I really like. And at the end we have some quick applications, and if you want, you can also edit them. Like you can remove any of these applications and bring new ones and add more as well. Now the lower section is a paged section, so if you add more than 4 applications, you can find them by swiping over here. So this is a sidebar and this is how it looks in the portrait mode. Now when you're playing games or watching videos, you can access the smart bar by swiping from the left side corner, and once again this is what you see. So these are your quick actions, same applications and quick applications. So guys, that was the smart bar. Now going on next, I'll show you some super handy shortcuts related to your launcher. So this is your default launcher, and right out of the box it does come with an app drawer. Now for some reason, if you don't want an app drawer, you want all the applications on the home screen just like an iPhone, this is what you can do. Touch and hold on an empty area, then go to settings. Now select home screen mode and select the first option. Once you do that, all the applications will be thrown onto the home screen. There you go. Now there is no app drawer, and when you do a swipe gesture, nothing happens. Once again, if you want an app drawer on this phone, you can long press in an empty area, or else you can do a pin gesture. Then go to settings, select the first option and select the second option. Now we have an app drawer. Now going on next, this phone is running ColorOS version 6.0 and this brings in a lot of new changes. So this is the new notification area and these are your notification toggles. If you want to rearrange them or add new toggles, you need to click over here. And now you can add new toggles from here, just like that. So once you're done, click over here and the new layout will be saved. This is your new brightness slider, and if you want auto brightness, click over here. If you want to disable it, click over here once again. Next, this phone has a new feature called unimportant notifications, which was first seen in Xiaomi phones. So to use that feature, first swipe on a notification, then go to settings and mark it as unimportant. Once you do that, all those unimportant notifications won't be visible in the notification area. Instead, if you click over here, you will see all the unimportant notifications. Now your notification area seems a bit more cleaner and you'll still have access to all your notifications. Now going on next, this is your new volume slider. So whenever you press the volume buttons, this is a new thing that you see, just like on Xiaomi phones, but with a white color. And you can click this button over here to change different sound profiles to silent, vibration and regular mode. And if you click this button over here, you get extra bars for ringtones, alarms and media consumption. Now going on next, this phone also comes with a new calculator application. So this is the regular calculator and this is nothing new, but over here we have exchange rate. By default, US and India are selected, and using this, you can easily translate or convert currency to Indian currency. Let's see how much is $50. That's 3,496. We also have other measuring or conversion tools over here. Next, this phone has a very unique feature called dual channel network acceleration. You can find it in the dual SIM settings. Once you enable it, it will use both Wi-Fi and mobile data to increase your network speed. I really didn't test it, but it might really work. Now going on next, I'll show you some camera related gestures. So this is a camera application. Now first I'll show you tap to take picture. Just enable this, touch to take photo. Once you're done, you can touch the preview window to take a picture. It's especially useful for taking selfies. Just touch the screen to take a selfie. Next we have gesture to take photo. Once you enable that toggle, you can show your palm to take a picture after 2 seconds. Once again, it's really useful for taking selfies and probably only works with selfies. Next, we can also use the volume buttons to take a picture. Just click the volume button to take a picture. It also works with selfies. Those were the 3 different camera gestures, and now I'll show you how you can use face unlock on this phone. Now setting it up is pretty easy. I've already set it up, but in the settings there are some things that you need to know. So let's give it a try. So these are the settings for face unlock feature, and make sure you enable this toggle so that in low lighting conditions, your phone increases the screen brightness automatically to see your face more clearly and then unlock the phone using facial data. Next we have 2 options over here. If you select first option, face unlock works only if you swipe up the lock screen. Well, if you select this option, face unlock works every time you press the power button. So let me show you the first option. Now this is the lock screen, and as you can see, face unlock is not working. But whenever you swipe the lock screen, face unlock works. So that's how this feature works. Now if you select the second option, that's the power button. Every time you press the power button, face unlock works. That's the front camera pops up and unlocks the phone. Now if you're using double tap to wake gesture like this, display wakes up, still face unlock doesn't work. In this case, you can swipe up the lock screen for the face unlock to work. So these are the 2 settings. I personally prefer to go with the power button option so that whenever I press the power button, face unlock works automatically. Now going on next, we have a toggle here for close eye detection. If you enable this feature, Face unlock doesn't work if your eyes are closed. On my phone, I usually turn it off. Next, I'll show you how to display the memory usage on the recent apps page. Now this is a recent apps page and this is the close button that kills all the applications, and as you can see, we can't see the memory usage on the recent apps page. So if you want to display that, you need to first go to settings, then select additional settings, scroll down and enable the toggle that says display RAM. Once you do that, in the recent apps page, you can find the memory usage. Just like that. While watching videos on YouTube, you can see two black bars on either side. In this case, you can do a pin gesture to go full screen. It just gives you much more immersive experience. Next, if you want to display the battery percentage on the status bar, you need to go to settings, then select notification in status bar. Now, if you enable battery percentage, it will display the battery percentage on the status bar inside the battery icon. Now, if you enable this toggle that says show real-time network speed, it will display the network speed on the status bar. Next, I'll show you how you can change your default launcher, default browser, and so on. For that, you need to go to settings and scroll to the bottom, then select app management. Now select default apps. Now from this page, you can change your default launcher, default messaging application, default phone dialer, default browser, and so on. This is something you should definitely do, especially if you want to change your default launcher. Next, I'll show you how you can record calls automatically on your phone. For that, open the phone dialer, then go to settings over here, then select call recording. Now enable this toggle, record all calls, to record all the calls automatically on your phone. By the way guys, this feature is available in India but might not be available in other countries. So if you can't find this feature, try to use a third-party application. Now going on next, if you want to take a screenshot on your phone, press the volume down and power button both at the same time. Once you do that, your phone will take a screenshot. Now for some reason, if pressing these two buttons is a bit hard for you, you also have a gesture for that. You can swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. It literally works everywhere and you just need to swipe down like that to take a screenshot. Now going on next, if you want to take a longer screenshot, this is what you need to do. First take a regular screenshot. You can either use the buttons or in my case, I'll just use the gesture. Now click this button, long screenshot. Now once you do that, you need to swipe up slowly to take a longer screenshot. Now once you're done, click this done button and you'll get a longer screenshot. There we go. Next, I'll show you how you can access some quick shortcuts directly from your navigation bar. For that, first you need to go to settings, then select additional settings, then scroll down a bit and select accessibility. Now enable accessibility menu. Now once you enable it, you will find a human size icon on the navigation bar right over here. You can click it for additional shortcuts. First, we have a shortcut for Google Assistant. Just click it to trigger Google Assistant. Next, we have a shortcut for accessibility, power options. Following that are the option to take a screenshot as well at the bottom. You can also pull down the notification bar by click of a button. We also have quick settings, which are nothing but your notification toggles. Next, we have lock screen that simply locks the phone. That's face unlock now. Next, we have a shortcut for recent apps, and finally, we can also change the volume level from here. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks for your OPPO F11. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and definitely check out my video on best features. Link is in the description. Now with that said, if you are planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel, and if you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I am Nikhil from Notion Hub signing off. Have a nice day.